What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video. Welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is going to be Wednesday the 12th of June. Got confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box. At current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, it's a new transfer upload. And today's question of the day, I've probably asked this before in the past, maybe even last week or something, but who's your favourite player to watch in world football right now? Right, let's jump into confirmed deals. And first up, I believe this player got a award-winning card and team of season on FIFA, and that is going to be Norwood. He joined Ipswich Town from Tranmere Rovers on a free deal, and he signed a 3-year contract with the option of a 4th. John Joe Kenny has joined FC Schalke from Everton on loan for the rest of the season, or the whole season should I say, and to be fair, their announcement video of Kenny from South Park is pretty damn good. Horta has joined SC Braga in Portugal from Los Angeles FC in the MLS at a $3 million fee. Ola Aina has joined Torino from Chelsea for a fee of £8.9 million or 10 million euros after the Italian side took up the permanent option of signing him after he impressed on loan last season. I haven't seen him play personally, but I did see a lot of Chelsea fans suggest that if there wasn't an option to buy, they could have got a much better fee out of him. And next up we have got, I'm going to put this in the confirmed section for now, but it's not been announced just yet, and that's Ferland Mendy going to Real Madrid. It would be from Lyon, and the reason I've put in the confirmed section is because the France international manager Didier Deschamps, he has confirmed that Mendy will join Real Madrid this summer, and he's speaking to the press on Monday, and he said that a €50 million transfer has been agreed between the Ligue 1 club and Real. And Marco is saying that Madrid are actually being left to wait or forced to wait for the transfer to announce it because he's got to do another medical. Their plan before was to announce him before the arrivals of Luka Jovic and also Eden Hazard, but to be fair, waiting a couple more weeks doesn't really make too much of a difference, and they'll wait until the international break is over. Alexander Isak is set to have a medical at Real Sociedad as ahead of a €10 million move from Borussia Dortmund, as according to Spanish outlet AS. He seemed to impress in his loan spell last season away from Borussia Dortmund, but the fact they're taking €10 million for him assumes that he's not really in their plans too much longer, and there's no option to buy, which surprised me quite a bit. And next up, according to ESPN, they're saying Daniele De Rossi is set to sign with Los Angeles FC. The Italian midfielder left Roma at the conclusion of the Serie A season after 18 seasons with the club. De Rossi, who is 35, had been linked with Boca Juniors this summer, as well as the move to another MLS side. Now, it could be wrong, but the fact that LAFC have sold Horta to Braga, that might well take out a designated player in their squad, so the signing of De Rossi, it could make a lot of sense because of that. And next up, according to Goal.com, they're saying Everton's Yannick Bolasie is set to lead the Premier League this summer, with Turkey's expected destination after he's played at the African Cup of Nations. They confirm that 3 Turkish sides are showing considerable interest in the DR Congo international, who's had 2 loan spells away from Everton since signing for the club in 2016, and bear in mind Everton paid a big fee for him. The current league champions Galatasaray are joined by Istanbul rivals Besiktas, as well as Trabzonspor vying for Bolasie's signature. The article doesn't mention how much it would cost the team if he does make the move, or if it would be a loan basis for a season with an option to buy, but I imagine the information, as the article does say, it'll be after the African Cup of Nations. And next up, according to Ed Aarons, who works for The Guardian, he is saying Crystal Palace are looking at signing Jean-Michel Seri on loan from Fulham. Monaco also showed interest in the former Nice man. His move to Fulham last summer at first looked very promising because a year before that he's very close to going to Barca, but the move to Fulham, like I was saying, didn't really work out. Sevilla striker Wissam Ben Yedder has hinted he is ready to leave Sevilla this summer, and the quote does say, "I dream of playing at a high level in the biggest clubs in the world and to be alongside players of international class." It doesn't suggest where he'd be likely to go, but given the fact he's been very consistent this season, scored a lot of goals, you would assume there's a lot of interest there. And next up, according to Marca, the SM Barca have placed a value of €45 to €50 million on fullback Nelson Semedo. The defender has shared the right-back position with Sergio Roberto this season, and as a result has been linked to a move away from the Camp Nou. However, Marca claim the Catalan club will not budge on their valuation of Semedo should they receive any offers for the Portuguese international this summer. And the most recent team I saw that were interested were Atletico Madrid as a potential replacement for Juanfran. And now moving on, according to the Express, they're saying Chelsea expect manager Maurizio Sarri to be named Juventus manager in the next 48 hours. And that report was written, probably this video goes live at 8 AM, so it could be the next day. Then they go on to say the Stamford Bridge club's list of contenders to replace him include Derby boss Frank Lampard, former Juve coach Allegri, England assistant coach Steve Holland, Ajax boss Erik ten Hag, Wolves manager Nuno Espirito Santo, and Watford coach Javi Gracia. But Tuttosport are going with a different name by saying Chelsea have begun talks with Rafa Benitez as the club wants to appoint him as Maurizio Sarri's replacement. Juventus will allow Christian Romero to spend the 2019-20 campaign on loan at Genoa despite investing €30 million in securing his services, that's according to Goal.com. The 21-year-old defender is due to officially become a Bianconeri player this summer, as the fee was mentioned, €30 million. A very short and brief one from Bild in Germany is saying that Atletico Madrid and Inter are both interested in Eintracht Frankfurt forward Ante Rebic. He was in to move to Manchester United last summer, but nothing materialised, and now could be looking to move alongside Jovic and head to Spain. Arsenal will face competition from Leicester City and Borussia Dortmund if they wish to sign Celtic's Kieran Tierney this summer. The Scotland international has been heavily linked to a move away from Glasgow, with Football London reporting that Tierney is now favourites with the bookies to end up at the Gunners. They also state that Unai Emery has just £45 million to spend on players ahead of the next season. I'm not sure how much Tierney would cost, but if the rumours from a couple seasons ago at least were true of like £30 million or upwards, it means that Arsenal have to sell a fair few players to bring players in. Talksport are saying that Donny van der Beek has his heart set on the Premier League and wants to join either Tottenham or Manchester United. He had a very good campaign last year for Ajax in the league and on top of that the Champions League, which it still surprised me so much. Their run against some of the biggest teams in the world, it was really refreshing to see. But now, as expected, because of their success last year, a lot of their key players are linked with moves away, and Van der Beek is the next one. And now moving on, according to AS, they're saying Keylor Navas wants Real Madrid to grant him a free transfer despite still having 2 years left on his contract. And the reason for that is because he's been informed that he'll be back up to Thibaut Courtois next season, and the Costa Rican goalkeeper is eager to move on this current transfer window. Teams linked are Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain. Plaza Deportiva are saying that Chelsea have seen a €70 million or £62 million offer for Valencia forward Gonçalo Guedes rejected. The Blues are said to have identified the Portuguese international, who netted the winner in the Nations League final, as a suitable option to fill the void created by Eden Hazard's departure to Real Madrid. But any deal potentially there for Chelsea would fully depend on their transfer ban imposed by FIFA being postponed. Marca are saying that West Ham are reportedly close to agreeing a €27 million deal to sign Villarreal midfielder Pablo Fornal. They're also very close to a double deal for Maxi Gomez and Lobotka from Celta Vigo, so West Ham seem to be very busy this summer. And next up, according to Bild, they're saying Bayern Munich are willing to wait until next summer to sign Leipzig forward Timo Werner on a free, rather than pay a fee this summer. He has 1 year remaining on his current contract, and there's a lot of interest there from Borussia Dortmund, Bayern, Atletico Madrid were linked at one point, Liverpool, and many other teams. And Leipzig have stated a few times now that they wanted to sign a new contract, or if he doesn't sign a new deal, they'll probably like to sell him this summer. And now moving on, according to Sport Media Set, they're saying Sporting have accepted a bid from Manchester United for Bruno Fernandes. However, an agreement with the midfielder's agent on various commissions and fees is still needed. And Fernandes said a couple days ago himself that he doesn't really know where he'll be next season, as there's a lot of interest there from United, Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham. He's a very in-demand player. Two rumours about Paul Pogba are up next then, and first one is according to Corriere dello Sport. They're saying Paul Pogba has already agreed personal terms on a return to Juventus this summer, and the Italian club hope to sell Mario Mandzukic, Joao Cancelo, Juan Cuadrado and Matteo Perin in order to raise funds for the Man United man. However, according to Marca, Zidane has requested that Real Madrid go all out to land the Manchester United midfielder this summer. The France international has long been a target and linked to a move to the Santiago Bernabeu, and it's now a window of rebuilding for Real Madrid. They've already spent over €200 million on 4 players: Hazard, Jovic, Rodrigo and Eden Militao. And with Mendy very much likely to come in very soon, it takes a total over €300 million already. And because of that, to comply with the financial fair play regulations, they may have to raise over €150 million to €200 million just to make sure they're good in the books. Napoli will have to pay €42 million to reunite James Rodriguez with Carlo Ancelotti, his former coach at Bayern Munich and also Real Madrid, as according to Corriere dello Sport. Barca have reopened talks with Mino Raiola on the subject of Ligt in a last attempt to convince the Netherlands defender to move to the club, as according to ESPN. But the Independent are saying PSG believe they can win the race for Ligt by offering him a contract right now of £350,000 per week. He did say he'll make his decision after a holiday, so a couple weeks time we'll probably know where Ligt will be heading. And now a very interesting one from ESPN. They're saying Jan Oblak wants to leave Atletico Madrid this summer, and the reason for that is due to broken promises over his future. He has previously heavily been linked to a move to Manchester United, and a switch to Old Trafford now appeals amid the uncertainty surrounding David De Gea's next move. But United will have to trigger his £107 million buyout clause to get the player. PSG have also shown interest after the departure of Gianluigi Buffon. But according to Miguel Delaney, they're saying Manchester United will move for Ajax goalkeeper Onana if De Gea leaves the club this summer. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, pressing the subscribe button if you're new, and pressing the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time is a new transfer episode. And today's question of the day, who's your favourite player to watch right now in world football? Let me know down below. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.